welcome back to my channel. This video is by popular demand, and this is the realest and rawest I'm gonna get with my subscribers who have very kindly commented on my natural hair and asked me to do a video. So I'm gonna share a few of my favorite products and talk a little bit about my natural hair journey. So stay tuned. And I feel so naked, sitting here without makeup, with my natural hair soaking wet out of the shower. I'm sure some people won't even be able to believe that, it's soaking wet, given that, my afro is taking shape on its own. But, I have to say, it made me smile and it made me really happy. And yet I was torn, to see all the comments about my natural hair, doing, the makeup videos, which I love makeup so much, as I'm sure you all can tell. But my natural hair has been much more of a journey. And I didn't plan out what I was going to say, which I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. I guess if it sucks, I can toss the footage, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm learning to love my natural hair. And, for so many people, they, may not be able to relate to, what that's like. But, at 50 years old, I went natural at 48 or 49 years old. And, so my whole entire life, pretty much have had my hair relaxed, and I've dealt with chemicals and different products, and my whole beauty routine involving my hair was just something very, very different than what I'm used to now. And I'm still learning products and ingredients and what my hair likes and what it doesn't like. But more importantly, I think what this is really about is just like this journey into self-love and self-acceptance. And that's the harder thing, figuring out if I'm low porosity, which I am, by the way. I have no porosity in my hair, which is why whatever I do in any routine is going to start out with some piping hot ass water in a spray bottle or in the shower to be able to penetrate those cuticles and get whatever moisture into the hair strands that I can possibly get in there, because, my hair has no porosity. It's not letting anything in. It's a fortress. So but learning those kinds of things to me is has been a far easier battle, if you will, than just learning to accept, my hair the way it grows out of my scalp. It's like, and it's so intimidating because there are all these videos, and there's this natural hair movement, and people are so skilled at doing really, phenomenal things with their hair. And here I am, like, this is my wash and go. I mean, I'm going to pick it out for you, on camera while we talk about this. But I mean, my natural hair journey has been really, just learning to love my hair the way it grows out of my scalp. I'll just be really, really honest. And, and I think a lot of women will be able to relate to that. Women of all colors and backgrounds and, hair types will be able to relate to you wanting something other than what's on your head. If your hair grows out bone straight, then you want some body and you want some volume. If your hair grows out of your hair like this, you're like, I want it to have more definition, and I want it to be like this or that. So just that journey into self-love and self-acceptance is a challenge. And, so when people started, inquiring about my hair, I, as a lawyer and as the 5th grade spelling bee champ in me, that competitive person that wants to do well and to be knowledgeable about things and to, do a good job at things, wanted to be able to rise to the occasion. But I am certainly not a hair guru. I'm not a makeup guru either, I guess. But at least I have this passion for makeup, and I love it, and I am pretty knowledgeable about it. My hair, not so much. But I do know the basic things that I've discovered this far that work for me, and perhaps it will be something helpful that can work for you all as well. But please bear with me as I embark on this journey of self-love and self-acceptance. And I'm not that girl with the billion products with all this depth of knowledge, or all these techniques. And I don't, when I realized that a quote wash and go could take hours out of your day, and people roll their hair on these little bitty rods, and they twist, they shingle, and they have all these methods for getting all this curl definition. And it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. And I love, love, love that we are embracing our natural texture, and we're being proud of, the way that God made us. And, all those things are fundamental to your development and your growth as a human being, as a woman, just in general. You want to get to that point at some point in your life where you're like, okay, yeah, this is my skin color, excellent. This is my hair texture, awesome. These are my lips. This is my nose. This is my personality. This is whatever it is about yourself. You want to get to that place of self-actualization where you love whatever it is that God put into you, and there's a reason why he did. So here are some of the products that help me do what I do on a daily basis. Right now, my hair is soaking wet, and in the shower, I wet my hair because I'm on the treadmill every day now. So I always want to rinse it and want my hair to feel, clean. And so I want to rinse whatever perspiration away or whatever. And so I rinse with hot water, and I go in with this Kinky Curly Not Today. It's a natural leave-in detangler, and I love this stuff. It has a lot of slip. It has all these organic ingredients in it. And one thing, that's really important to me is I try not to use anything on my hair that I could absolutely not use on my face in terms of ingredients, because I have super sensitive skin. And as we all know, whatever gets on your hair when you're natural, it drips down on your face and on your skin, and it's very no bueno. So, I try to really watch the kind of ingredients that I use. But if it's a product that helps me, then I will absolutely use it. And this is one of them, the Kinky Curly Not Today. It's got marshmallow root and slippery elm, so it gives a lot of slip to the hair. And I just love this product. I wet my hair in the shower, and I put this product throughout, like a light amount. And then I just pick it, really. At that point, I just take an oil when I get out of the shower. The water evaporates very, very quickly. So as I said, my hair is, quote, is soaking wet, really, as it gets. And this is what it looks like when it's soaking wet. And then I take an oil. I either take some pumpkin seed oil. I got this, it's just an organic, pure pumpkin seed oil. It's a light oil, not oily, so it absorbs into the hair, and it doesn't leave, any residue on your skin or your clothing or anything like that. And that's a really big thing with me. I cannot stand any kind of oil on my hair, and the truth of the matter is I'm sure I use products that are far too lightweight for my hair texture. My hair texture is it's a low porosity 4A hair. I have a whole patch back in the back that's like a 3C or a 3B or something crazy in the back, but the vast majority of my hair is a 4A. And I use products that are probably, like I said, way more lightweight in nature than they should be for my hair texture. You would probably be looking for something a little bit heavier for my hair texture, like this Kemet Biologics, which I love, by the way. All the stuff that I use for the most part is organic, or has very natural, clean ingredients. This is the Cocoa Tree Detangling Ghee, and I only put this around my hairline just because my hairline, I think my hairline hair is like 4B hair or something like that, and it gets very dry. So you will never see me. I'm not that girl with the laid and slayed edges. Never. I just don't know how to do it. I don't even have baby hair like that. It's just, it's not my thing. So, but I put this right around my hairline because, your hair is more delicate around your hairline and you need a little extra something something. So I go in with this heavier product. So I take an oil, either this pumpkin seed oil, I have a bunch of them, but not coconut oil, not olive oil, nothing, no oily oil, because anything that is going to be laying on my skin, it has to be clean and it has to not be heavy and, something that will break my skin out or whatever. I recently discovered this Main Choice ancient Egyptian anti-breakage and repair antidote oil. So I'll just take a tiny bit of oil, which is what I'm going to do now. And I just take a little bit of the oil in my fingers. Uh-oh, that was a lot. And I just pick out my hair, really. That's all I do. I just, while it's soaking wet like it is, I just pick it out into the shape that I want. And today I'm not gonna really, well, it doesn't matter, because I'm not gonna put anything else on my face. I'm having another one of my eczema days. So, and I just take some of that pumpkin seed oil or that oil from Main Choice or whatever, and I just literally pick out my hair with my hands. That's it. That's what I do every day. And you can see, there's a little bit of product there, And for those of you who may not be familiar with my hair texture, my type of hair texture, there's a lot of what we call shrinkage. So my hair looks a certain length, but it's actually getting pretty long. In this year and a half since I went natural, my hair grows like weeds, and I don't do any of the hair growth stuff that I've seen on YouTube or anything like that. I've never had an issue with with my hair growing or anything like that. So I don't, I try to drink a lot of water and do things, put good things in my body, like lemon drop martinis, I think help a lot. But, I try to, I can't even pretend to be some great, excellent, clean eater or something like that. And I just had this clip really here to get it off my face when it was wet, because I didn't want to have my hair dripping down all on camera and whatnot. But, and this is what I do every day. And then I just shape it. Uh-oh. Hello. I just shape it into the general, afro situation, that I wanted to have. And this can take it just depends. And, it just depends on how much water is still in the hair. And never mind the white. It dries clear, doesn't leave a residue. And that's part of why I really love the Kinky Curly, because it does dry clear, and it does not leave residue and a bunch of shit in your hair, and it's very lightweight, and you can start over the next day rinsing it out and start fresh. And then the pumpkin oil or a little bit of that Main Choice oil, and you can get a workout. You can really get a workout trying to get this fro together, child. But yeah, that's what we do here. And, I'll just zhuzh it up, spend a little time, just getting it into the general shape that I want. And that's what I do. I don't really use any kind of styling products in terms of, like gels and stuff like that, like on a regular. At some point, if there is interest in this whole natural hair thing on my part, based on, my level of knowledge or experience with my hair, if there's enough interest, then I will definitely, try some different things. But for now, this is what I have figured out for myself. I don't know if this has been helpful at all to anybody, who requested the hair video, but I'm gonna kind of this is not perfect because I do not have my glasses on. I am also, without correction, I am legally blind in both eyes. Isn't that a fun fact? But thank God for glasses, and it's corrected when I throw some glasses or contacts on. No worries. I have a million pairs laying around, but I just hate the way I look in glasses, so I'm not too vain to put them on. I'm like, I'm already sitting here picking out my afro for the world to see. Am I gonna then throw some of my glasses on too and just really, you know, really just let all my business out there in the street like that? So, yeah, this whole process, and sometimes depending on how this hair is falling, you know, like in my eyes, I'll just twist it, you know, and let it dry like that. And, you know, so it falls a little cuter on the forehead or whatever. You know, I'll work with it and, you know, zhuzh it or whatever. But for today, my eczema is acting up. So I really am not, even though, you know, I have, you know, some very lightweight products and everything. I'm not going to let it, you know, fall over my face like that and touch my face, because I just don't want anything else on my face on a day like today when, you know, my skin's not behaving and it's just feeling so sensitive. So that's basically what I do on the daily basis. And like I said, this afro picking and this zhuzhing and perfecting of the symmetry of said afro can, you know, it can take 20 minutes, which I'm not going to do that to your life. But that is what I do for my low porosity for a hair on a daily basis. And then weekly, I wash it and deep condition it. My favorite deep conditioner right now, and I don't have it here. I just was wanting to do like my little daily routine since my hair was wet. But I will show, if there's interest in this video, I will definitely show you, you know, what I use to shampoo, which I don't really have shampoo that I love. You know, that's probably another reason why I didn't pull it out to show you, because I just kind of pulled out the products that I use the most, my workhorses that I really love, things that are tried and true for me, those 4 products that I showed you. And that is what I do on a daily basis for my natural hair and how I take care of it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'd be happy to answer anything that I can answer for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I think I enjoyed making it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate your support. Thank you.